With the changes, it's going to be a classic. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. It's a combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners, making it a very tricky track when it comes to overtaking. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and Jet completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Hamilton and Mick Schumacher, Perez, Samaya, Pierre Gasly and Magnussen, Albon, Fittipaldi, Felipe Drugovich and Yuki Tsunoda, Joe, Stroll, Latifi and Robert Schwartzman. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are. Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn one, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Okay, there's a fault with the DRS. You will not be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out for now. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Teammate behind is 8.9 seconds. In this lap, push now. job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. Enzo's in the pits. Enzo is in the pits now. The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind running hard tyres. Engine off, engine off. place. Sainz behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. Okay, Sainz is behind you, and the gap behind us is 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Come on, just 3 laps to go, 3 laps. around before hitting the corners. We don't want to get a penalty. One lap of fuel remaining. That's 3 wins in a row, mate. Unbelievable work.
And with that, we wrap up yet another incredible Grand Prix weekend. So, Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Here comes your top 3 making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One. So let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Jet increases their championship lead. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Jets. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. No change in the top spot then, but with today's points, their hold on that lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way towards the top.